here. This is Scrappy Doo, and we're taking an interview story, sort of, type thing. Because tomorrow I have to take her, she's old, and she has no idea where she is sometimes. And she gets scared because she doesn't know who I am, and with a pit bull that's kind of dangerous. So we're gonna do an interview with Scrappy Doo. Scrappy Doo, how was your day today, huh? Did you have a lazy day? Say, and then you say, yes, mommy, I had a lazy day, and I'm gonna lick your hands. And Scrappy Doo can talk. Normally, with all her faculties, she knows our sign language, because it's not real sign language, but it's something that I taught her when she was a baby in case, God forbid, I lose my voice or somebody chokes me out. It was kind of a point in my life that was weird. So I taught my animals really weird stuff. She can open doors. She knows how to feed herself, how to feed other animals, just in case. Even though she uses it for evil sometimes, and she goes to the food, right? Do you sneak food sometimes? When mommy's not, you're not supposed to, right? It's the only flaw, right? Okay, so I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna get some treats because maybe she'll work for those. I'm trying to get her to do stuff for as a goodbye video, so I have it as a keepsake. But she's not really responsive anymore. Oh yeah. You definitely know what I'm going for, huh? What does mommy have? What does mommy have? Oh, wait. Hey, no, that's cheating. Okay, gotta make both hands smell like it. Which hand? That one? Yes, you're a good hunter. Your nose is still good. She can still follow trails, but the problem is she kind of forgets where to go. So, like yesterday, we have this cat named Dr. Lynx, and she followed his trail in a circle for like 20 minutes. Baby, breathe. She gets a little overexcited sometimes, and she has like a little tumor growth thing here. Here on her neck. So she starts to cough. Then I rub it so it makes it feel better, right? Hey, high five? Yes. I got a high five. Calm down, baby, breathe. You're choking again. Oy, I know, careful, mommy's foot. You're very sensitive. Are you okay? See, she's getting old. Calm down. No, I want you to calm down and go drink some water. If you need water, go drink some water, but keep your neck long and breathe. I'm not giving you anything until you breathe. Okay? Your breathing has to regulate. Yes, mommy loves you. Oh, now you're regulated? You miss boss lady? Hey. That's not nice. That's not nice. You don't go sneaking. Sit. Now lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Sit. Oh, you want to give me a paw, huh? Careful, my fingers. Careful. Good girl. Had to remind her a little bit sometimes because she's been getting like that, like very overexcited for food. Calm down. And be careful, mommy's fingers. Yeah. Because what happened one day? Did you scratch mommy? No, not until the end. Not until the end, no more. No mas. She's also bilingual. See what I mean? Pitbull, and she's old. So if she forgets who I am, the wrong thing can happen. And that's why people are not, hey, enough. People are not responsible pit bull owners, and they let this keep going. because they don't want their dog to die. And when their dog's a puppy, they let this happen. They let this continue. Stop. No. Cease and assist. Cease and assist. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you when you're like this. This is how I taught her. Because all puppies crave attention. You have to teach them that bad attention is not good attention. And then you have to teach them what kind of attention they want. You have to train them. It's sort of like a border collie. Like, they need attention like that. Like, they're sponges. Pit bulls are sponges, like you wouldn't believe. Hey, cállate la boca, siéntate. Finito. That's it. That's it. No more treats. No, not with the way you're acting. So, I don't give her attention when she misbehaves, and I haven't when she was little. I used to put her in her crate, and I've always had a cover for it, like, you know, just a sheet over it or whatever. She wouldn't get too hot or anything. But it got to the point where if she did something she knew she wasn't supposed to, or behaved a certain way, she would actually ground herself, which she still does to this day. She will ground herself. The only reason she's not, I think, is because I have my ab roller thing there. That, and since she's gotten old, she doesn't think she deserves to go in there. Just sort of a problem. I've found her wandering in the living room. Asked her, hey, where are you? Do you know where you are? She had no idea she was here. We've lived here a year, so she should remember it, but she doesn't sometimes. I think there was a total of, if I'm honest with myself, my decisions, because it happened 4 separate times where she didn't know who I was. She didn't know where she was, and she didn't know who I was. For the first couple times, it was like a split second, like 3 seconds. She was like, who the hell are you? Why am I taking orders? And then she's like, oh my God, mommy, you know. Kitty cat, why are you on the table? That's right. And where are you supposed to go when you go on the table? That's right, you go in your cage. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, hey. Excuse me a moment. Kitty cat, I'm looking right at you. You know that, right? You better get in that cage. No, I don't care how cute you are. Get in that cage. You have 2 minutes in the cage. 1 minute for climbing on the table, and 1 minute for my carpet. Go. Good boy. That's all I want. I'm not gonna close the gate. Don't come out. Okay. So I taught her, yeah, that wasn't, I taught her sort of the same way. Yeah, her being a pit bull puppy, they're stubborn. They like to chew on wood. If you have anything wood, buy a big, like, cow bone. Like, they have the big ones in, like, Walmart and stuff, or you can find them online. Like, original, real cow bone. It will save you thousands of dollars of damage, trust me. My suggestion would be never leave them alone with it, right? Because it's a choking hazard. They tend to bite off chunks because their jaws are so strong. They'll just bite off a chunk, and they might accidentally like try to swallow it whole, because I call it the shark brigade, because pit bulls tend to think they're sharks sometimes and swallow whole cars or something, right? How many of the pepperonis have you swallowed whole and it went down the wrong pipe, baby? Real question is, how many times have I given her the doggy Heimlich maneuver? Kitty, you can come out now. You're just gonna stay in the cage and sniff it? Alright, cool. Whatever. Okay, so Scrappy. Scrappy has always wanted to help pit bulls. I taught her from an early age that people and animals might be scared of her. She never really took to dogs after some incidents in Baltimore. She actually got awards for protecting the public, so I can't put it past her, you know, like I can kind of give it to her there. But Scrappy Doo comes from the family of Doo, and her father's name was Dutchy Doo. Her mother's name was Coco, and I'm not sure what house she was from actually. She kind of hated cats, so I really didn't learn, even though I was midwifing, I really didn't learn the, semantics of that. So I taught Scrappy from an early age that she was different. Her mother tried to eat her at birth, so she took her right from her mother's womb and put her with my cats, which was great. Hopefully this cat doesn't knock over the camera. She grew up thinking her daddy, who's your daddy? Is your daddy Hayes? It's my cat Hayes, who had complete Armageddon training. I mean, I was a little severe with him, with his training, due to the fact that I was going through a lot of stuff emotionally and PTSD. But yeah, he taught her a lot of stuff. He basically took her from the minute she was born and wouldn't let anybody near her, including me sometimes. Wouldn't let me yell at you, would he? Yeah. So I used to sing to them, a lot of song, and I sung to her mom when she was pregnant actually, and it turned out to be one of those soothing things when they were puppies, when anything was going on or their turmoil, whatever. I would sing that song and everybody would simmer down right away. Didn't think they'd remember it, but they do. But I taught her a lot of stuff. I taught her to be patient with animals, children, people, because I taught her if she senses somebody that's afraid or fearful, that she should just calm down, lay down where she's at, and just wait for them to come to her. And don't, she does this smile thing, freaks everybody out. It's like she grins like the Joker, and then she shows teeth sometimes. So when she shows teeth, it kind of freaks people out. So, but she got a very beautiful smile, don't you? It's hard for her to do it anymore, but okay. So Scrappy, for the betterment of pit bulls everywhere, would you like to help Mommy do a demonstration? Hey, you can't hear me. You want Mommy to do a demonstration? Yes. Yes, you do. Okay. Come right here. No, you have to come right here for the camera. Okay, but stand up. Wait, I'm not giving you anything yet. Okay. Come. Right here. Right here. Come. Good girl. Wait, espérate. Come here, would you? She's getting all excited about this treat. I'm gonna give her this last treat because if I don't, she's just gonna keep going. All right, there you go, and there you go. Okay. So, pit bulls have the rib cage, okay? So when you're doing a proper Heimlich maneuver, you want to feel the ribs on either side, and you push, and you just do it in puffs, like, and they'll go, and it will help. I do it. Sometimes she chokes on her food. Pit bulls are notorious for just swallowing things whole and not thinking about breathing. I've had to do Heimlich. I would say that saved me a lot, actually. When I was doing animal control in Baltimore, it helped a lot there too. A lot of the dogs that I would rescue from abandoned houses and all that, they were in a bad way. They would choke on water because that's what they were missing in their, they had lack of water, so they would inhale these bowls and bowls of water, and I was like, no, you can't do that. So I would give them little bits at a time so they wouldn't overload. If your dog is eating too fast, you can get like one of those trays. It's like I guess it would be like a picnic tray or something like that. And it's just like a rectangle tray that keeps like food in it, and if you spill it off the plate or whatever. And you can put that on the floor and spread the food out on it. And that can be their bowl instead of a bowl, because it'll take them a while to work around and actually get the food, instead of buying all those food separator things, for them to eat slower. Same actually goes for water. We had this dog Winter with us, and she went through water like, oh man, I can't, the guy fed her. I just think he just didn't, it was lack of water, especially lack of clean water. And I took care of her for a long time. It was a year. And Scrappy, even with her hatred of dogs, accepted that dog. She accepted certain dogs as hers. So she was very nice to Winter, broke her out of the cage. She unlocked the cage for Winter. I would come home from the grocery store like, oh crap. And then I'm like, oh, she didn't attack Winter. I'm like, Winter must be submissive to her and realize that she, that she's the queen bee, and listen to her rules or whatever. Scrappy is a very stickler for the rules, at least she used to be. But yes, we take care of her claws, we take care of her everything, and I've taught her that there are people, and she has changed minds, she has changed lives. I mean, there was a girl that was terrified of all dogs because she got bit when she was a little girl or something, and we were having a barbecue, and everybody, I locked her in the cage, of course, for the girl, to feel like she was safe, and we left to go inside, and I come back, and Scrappy's out, and I'm like, oh crap, the girl. And the girl's hugging her, kissing her, and oh my God, she saved my life. I could have cracked my head on the end of the table. And I'm like, what are you talking about? So she told us she had seizures. And she had a seizure. My dog just happens to be trained in seizures. Took care of the girl, held her in place. So changed that mind real quick. She actually just recently changed one of my neighbor's friends' minds. She just sat there, and she, they're like, oh, don't worry, she's an old dog, and, but she changed his mind. She had a little bit of a sneezing fit, and he said, oh, I have allergies too, and it was cute, right? Did the boy have allergies like you? In her old age, she's gotten allergies, especially in South Carolina, but, yep. This is my baby. Her legacy is changing lives, changing minds. My dad was one of them. Thought, all pit bulls would bite your face off, and was warning my mother and all this stuff, My mom just looked at her when she was about 5 months old, and puppy breath and everything, and she's just like, oh, puppy, and just melted, and then that was kismet. And my dad, first time trying to get her to meet him or whatever, he wouldn't come in my apartment, my crappy apartment, and see her. And then I ended up bringing her to Miami, and her and my old dog kind of clashed a little bit. He was old, she didn't understand. She thought, you know, hey, let me play with you, and she hurt him. He kind of showed Fang, and she was like, "Rrr," and I was like, oh crap, it's like the worst thing that could have happened, you know. And I'm like, now Dad's never gonna love her, you know. But after I think a year or two, he warmed up to her, and he totally changed his mind. Like, she's a great dog. She's saved people. She's done this, you know. He even broke her out of jail one time, right? Did you have to go to jail? You had to go to doggy jail? Yeah, because remember that the one little dog that came up and attacked a group of puppies that she was actually she was mentoring because their mother had died or whatever the situation was. Is she kind of had to get that dog away from us and the puppies. One of my old roommates was there, Emil. She was a very good roommate. Hey, Emil. I hope you're doing good. And I still talk to Anaya. Good job, dude. That girl's going places. Yep. So this is Scrappy Doo, and that's her life, right? Other than that, she just loves annoying mommy. She just loves annoying mommies, right? Great. And she's got the waggliest tail. And you still haven't talked for our audience. What do you have to say about yourself? You want to sing the Scrappy Doo song? You want to sing the Scrappy Doo song? Scrappy Dappy Doo, where are you? Gonna have some fun now. Scrappy Dappy Doo, where are you? Gonna love some fun now. She used to sing the whole song, but she's gotten weird. Hi. And she does that. She learned that from a hound dog that we were neighbors with. So I will let that be the end of the video. If anybody has any pitbull questions or needs pitbull support, I guess you can contact me, leave a comment. I do read my comments. And if anybody has a specific workout or a specific area of the body that they need worked out, that they've been having trouble with, like if they're missing a limb or something, you know, busted leg, busted ankle, feel your pain, sort of. Not quite the same, but. All right, so Scrappy Doo, you're signing off? She's signing off, I guess. Okay. Subscribe to my channel. Loves. Hopefully this thing works.